Hello students, welcome to a new lecture of P block elements. In the last class, we have seen the chemical properties of halogens, how it reacts with hydrogen to form hydrides or acids, how it reacts with oxygen to form oxides, how it reacts with metal to form halides, and how it reacts with itself or with other halogen compounds to form interhalogen compounds, right? So now let us look at the compounds of halogens. First element is chlorine. Let us look at the compounds of chlorine compounds. Chlorine compound is Cl2HCl, right? These are the two compounds of chlorine we will see. Okay. Coming to the first compound of chlorine, which is Cl2 gas, its preparation and its properties. There are many properties of chlorine because it is a very useful chemical. Let us look at the preparations first. How can you prepare chlorine? Chlorine is in the form of a gas which is a pungent smelling yellow color liquid, right? So its preparation also should be according. How can you prepare chlorine? Is by heating salts, by heating oxides with HCl or hydrochloric acid, right? If you take any salt of oxide of mostly manganese only, manganese oxide and potassium permanganate with HCl, what do you get? You get MnCl2 salt and water and even chlorine gas. 2 chlorines here, 2 chlorines here. There is only 1 chlorine. That means you have to take 4 chlorines. How many water? 2H2O. How many oxygens? 2. How many oxygens? 2. Manganese is 1. This is 2 chlorines here, right? This is balanced. Balancing is not a big task. You have to change one another hit and trial method, then it gets balanced. When you take MnO2 with HCl acid, you will get MnCl2 salt plus water and chlorine gas. Same way, if you heat KMnO4 with HCl, you will get the same thing, which is MnCl2 salt plus KCl salt plus chlorine gas plus water. How many chlorines are here? 2 and 5. 5 you cannot take, you have to take how many oxygens? 2 to 5 chlorines. That means you have to take 6 chlorines. How to make it 6? Is you do it 2. That means you make it this also 2. You make this also 2. 2 manganese, 2 potassium, correct? Then next, how many oxygen? 4 2s are 8. How many oxygens are here? Only 1. So what I will do is 8 water molecules. 8 2s are 16. How many hydrogens are here? 6 hydrogens. What I will do? I will make it to 16 hydrogens, right? I will make it to 16 hydrogens, in which this gets balanced, right? Potassium permanganate, when it reacts with HCl, you will get MnCl2 plus water plus chlorine. How many chlorines? You have not changed chlorine. 2 2s are 4 plus 2 8. Remaining 8 is there. So what I will do? 4 2s are 8 chlorine, right? This is one product, this is another product, this is another product plus water. Now it is balanced. This is one more preparation of chlorine gas. Now let us look at the next preparation. Next preparation is a named reaction. What is the name of that reaction? Deacon's process of synthesis of chlorine at industrial level. How can you synthesize chlorine at industrial level? Is by taking HCl. You have to give oxygen gas, or you should oxidize the HCl or hydrochloric acid in the presence of a catalyst called as cupric chloride. In the presence of cupric chloride as a catalyst, if you oxidize HCl, you will get chlorine gas. And what else you will get? HO. You will get chlorine gas and H2. Oh. How many chlorines I got? I got 2 chlorines. That means here also there should be minimum 2. How many hydrogens? 2. How many hydrogens? 2. But oxygens are 2. So what I should do? I should take 2 oxygens, but hydrogens are becoming 4. So let me make 4 hydrogens. Now how many chlorine? 2. Now the reaction is balanced. This is Deacon's process of synthesizing of chlorine gas at industrial level in which catalyst, what is the catalyst? This. It can come, this question can come for your 2 marks, in which write about Deccan's process. The process in which chlorine is prepared by oxidizing HCl in the presence of this catalyst is called as Deccan's process. You have to write the reaction. Next preparation of chlorine gas is electrolysis of brine solution. What is brine solution? Nothing but normal salt solution. What is normal salt solution? Na plus and Cl minus. Sodium chloride is called as brine solution, right? Or brine, B-R-I-N-E, brine solution. If you take brine solution and do electrolysis, what happens is Na plus ion will migrate towards cathode. First they get separated in the presence of electricity into cations and anions. Cations migrate towards cathode to undergo reduction, which gives sodium. Anions migrate towards anode to give you chlorine gas. 2NaCl, 2Na plus 2Cl minus ions will be formed, in which 2Cl minus will be migrating towards anode to give you chlorine gas. Therefore, during electrolysis of brine solution, you are getting chlorine gas at which electrode? Anode electrode. You can get a question in which write about the reaction in which chlorine gas is released at anode. What is that reaction? Electrolysis of NaCl solution. This is the reaction you have to write. These are the preparations of chlorine. Now let us look at the properties of chlorine. It has so many different type of properties because it is very much versatile. It can react, and halogens are very reactive. It reacts with almost all the elements of the periodic table. So you will get different properties of halogens, or in fact chlorine. What is the first property? It reacts with metals. We have already seen in the chemical properties, halogen react with metals. Which type of which halogen we are studying here? We are studying about chlorine. Let us take sodium. If halogen reacts with sodium, you get sodium chloride. If halogen reacts with magnesium, you get magnesium chloride. If halogen reacts with zinc, you get zinc chloride. If halogen reacts with copper, you get copper chloride. Different types of reactions are possible in which halogen reacts with different metals to give its halide as a salt, right? That is the reaction with metals. Whose reaction? Reaction of halogen with metals. Now what is the next reaction? It reacts with metals, we have seen, and next reaction is how it reacts with non-metals. What are the non-metals we can have? Sulfur is the non-metal, phosphorus is the non-metal, and there are other non-metals also, right? Oxygen is also one non-metal, with which it gives oxide, that we have already seen. With sulfur, what will it give? It gives sulfuryl chloride. With phosphorus, what will it give? PCl3 or PCl5. How many PCl3 or how many PCl5? That you have to change the ratio of chlorine, right? These are the reactions with which it reacts with non-metals. Next reaction, what is the reaction? How chlorine reacts with just hydrogen gas or any compound in which hydrogen is present. Just hydrogen gas means if chlorine reacts with hydrogen, you give HCl. If chlorine reacts with any compounds in which hydrogen is present, say CH4 plus Cl2. CH4 is alkane, right? Whenever halogen reacts with alkane, it is in the presence of sunlight, substitution reaction takes place. But if halogen reacts with alkenes, sunlight is not necessary and addition reaction takes place. Addition reaction takes place. For alkane, the reaction is substitution, and for alkene, the reaction is addition. This is which type of reaction? Chlorine is reacting with only hydrogen. These are which type of reaction? chlorine is reacting with hydrogen containing compounds, right? So even chlorine can react with water also. If it reacts with water, what is the product you get? HCl plus oxygen. I take water plus chlorine. Water is also which type of compound? Hydrogen containing compound, right? H2S is also which type of compound? Hydrogen containing compound. If chlorine reacts with hydrogen containing compound, what is the product? HCl is the product and oxygen. Same way, HCl is the product and sulfur is the remaining or byproduct, right? These are the reactions. Third type of reaction is how chlorine reacts with only hydrogen or how chlorine reacts with hydrogen containing compound. What is the next property of chlorine? Is how it reacts with ammonia. Chlorine can react with ammonia in two different ways. In one way or in one type, if you take excess of chlorine, you get a different product. If you take excess of ammonia, you will get a different product. Let us see. If chlorine is excess and ammonia is less, which type of product you get? NCl3, trichloride, sodium trichloride you will get as a product. But if you take ammonia as an excess but chlorine is less, you will get ammonium chloride, NH4Cl minus. There is a difference between first product and second product. In first product, you are taking excess of chlorine but not ammonia. In the second type, you are taking excess of ammonia but not chlorine. These are some of the properties of halogens. There are some more properties of chlorine. Let us see even those. Now let us look at the remaining properties of chlorine, right? Which is how it reacts with NaOH, right? With NaOH also, it's just like ammonia. It reacts with cold and dilute NaOH to give a different product, and hot and concentrated NaOH to give a different product. With cold and dilute NaOH, you get sodium chloride. Here also sodium chloride. Here also you will get, whether it is cold and dilute or hot and concentrated, right? But with cold and dilute, apart from sodium chloride, you get sodium hypochloride, which is NaOCl. And with hot and concentrated, you get sodium chlorate. With cold dilute, apart from sodium chloride, you get this also. What is this? Sodium hypochlorite. Hypochlorite. This is very important reaction. ITE, not IDE. How chlorine reacts with NaOH. With cold dilute, you get sodium hypochlorite, and with hot and concentrated, you get sodium hypochlorate or just chlorate. Sodium chlorate, right? These are the two different products with NaOH or with base or alkali. Now going to the next reaction, which is slaked lime. Dry slaked lime. What is the formula of lime? Calcium hydroxide. If calcium hydroxide reacts with chlorine, what happens? All the reactions of chlorine are very important for your exam point of view in every question paper from the previous model papers. If you take out any previous question paper, either in 2 marks or 4 marks or 8 marks, at least one question will be definitely there about properties of chlorine or preparations of chlorine. From chlorine, a question is a must in any of the section. Therefore, it is very important for your final exam. You please prepare them thoroughly, and there are so many reactions. It's not that difficult if you practice them. Okay. So, if you practice this reaction, it looks very easy. You will not make mistakes and you will get full marks, because the question answer will not be that long, only to the point reaction for 2 marks or 4 or 8 marks, but it is a short question. Okay. So, please prepare well. Calcium hydroxide is the formula of lime. If you add chlorine, you will get what? bleaching powder, CaOCl2. What do you get? Bleaching powder, water, right? Now next reaction is with water. What will chlorine give? We have seen under the heading hydrogen containing compounds. If you add chlorine to water, you will get HCl plus oxygen gas, right? But if you add chlorine to water and leave it as it is for some duration of time, mix chlorine and water, let it be as it is. And I told you that the color of chlorine is yellow in color, right? If you take chlorine water, allow it to stand for some time, then suddenly you will see that yellow color of the water disappears because chlorine is no more present and it releases nascent oxygen. How it releases nascent oxygen? Let us see by this reaction. There we have seen oxygen gas, but here nascent oxygen. Why? That nascent oxygen only combines to give you that, but let us see what exactly happens when you mix chlorine and water, allow it to stand. You get HCl, hydrochloric acid, and HOCl, which is hypochlorous acid, right? HCl is a stable acid, it will not react any further, but hypochlorous acid is unstable, it will get converted into hydrochloric acid and releases nascent oxygen. Nascent oxygen from one hypochlorous acid, nascent oxygen from another hypochlorous acid will be converted to give you oxygen, which we have seen there. But here what heading you have to write is the reaction of chlorine water. On standing, the yellow color of chlorine disappears because it got converted into HCl and hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid is unstable acid, it releases nascent oxygen. Where else you have seen nascent oxygen? In ozone properties. Ozone also releases nascent oxygen, right? So whoever can release nascent oxygen is a very good oxidizing agent. Then what will they do? They will help others to undergo oxidation, right? So what we will do? We will study in which reactions chlorine water can act as an oxidizing agent. Why chlorine water is acting like an oxidizing agent? I told you, because of nascent oxygen. So what we will do? We will take chlorine water everywhere. I have never taken only chlorine, I have taken chlorine water. So chlorine water, if you take chlorine water, then only it is oxidizing agent. Just chlorine, till now so many reactions, never as an oxidizing agent. Along with water only, it acts as an oxidizing agent by releasing nascent oxygen. So what we will do is, we will take compounds like ferrous sulfate, in which Fe plus 2 is there, take chlorine water. Sodium sulfite, in which S is having plus 3 oxidation state, 3 to the 6, plus 6 oxidation state, sorry. And iodine is having 0 oxidation state. What should they undergo? They should get converted in, they should get oxidized to give what? Let us see. Ferrous sulfate is converted into Fe plus 3. Fe plus 2 is converted, ferrous sulfate is converted into ferric sulfate. Is it undergoing oxidation or not? Plus 2 means 2 electron less, plus 3 means 3 electrons are less. That means 1 electron got lost by iron, which is nothing but oxidation. Who is doing that oxidation? Is a combination of chlorine plus water. Next is sodium sulfite. When you take sodium sulfite along with chlorine water, you get sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. What is the oxidation state of sulfur here? 4 to the 8. That means here also, here it should be plus 4 and here it should be plus 6. Oxidation state of sulfite is plus 4, sulfate is plus 6. Here 4 electrons are less, here 6 electrons are less. That means 2 more electrons are lost. Is it an oxidation or not? Yes. Who is doing that oxidation? This combination of chlorine water. Coming to iodine. How is chlorine water oxidizing iodine gas? Is by converting iodine into iodic oxide. Iodic acid otherwise. In iodic acid, what is the oxidation state of iodine? 3 to the 6 minus 1, that means plus 5. Till now potassium iodide or just iodide we have seen, right? Here minus oxidation state was present, but here whenever iodine gas is taken in combination with chlorine water, iodine undergoes oxidation. Before we have generally seen reduction of iodine into iodide. But with chlorine water, as it is oxidizing agent, it oxidizes even iodine from 0 oxidation state into plus 5 oxidation state. No electrons are lost, 5 electrons are lost. Is it oxidation or not? Yes, it is oxidation. Who is doing that oxidation? Is chlorine water only, right? These are the reactions or very important properties. In fact, I will mark the complete properties of chlorine as very important for your exams. All the properties you have to practice. This property of methane and alkanes and alkenes can be written under separate heading. How chlorine, just chlorine, how till now first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth, till sixth property I have used only chlorine, which is Cl2. After sixth property I have taken how chlorine water reacts differently than a normal chlorine. It reacts differently because it releases nascent oxygen. If it releases nascent oxygen, it is able to act like an oxidizing agent, oxidizing all of them. What is the oxidation state? Plus 2 into plus 3, plus 4 into plus 6, 0 into plus 5. All of them are oxidation only or not? Yes, right? So these are different properties of chlorine. Even preparations as well as properties are very important from chlorine. What is the next compound of chlorine? We have seen chlorine, Cl2. The next compound is hydrochloric acid. That we will see in the next class. Okay, thank you.